Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Frost and Fire. So last episode, we had a whole lot of bone dogs coming in to try to manhunter attack us. And this episode, I would like to clean a lot of them up. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to start to work towards, a combat supplier. Start to work towards allowing my pets to help tidy up these corpses. And to tidy up all the mechanoids out here as well. We also have everything up in this spot up here to clean up. Now, I don't want my guys focusing on hauling slag, so I'm going to take slag off of the trade list. So it looks like we got a combat supplier, which might be really clutch, given that I don't have any Doomsday launchers. I've used them, so let's see about buying some. And I have everybody set to super haul so that we might be able to clean up a lot of the, mess. Chem fuel from organics. I'm going to be making chem fuel from fowl meat. And I'm going to have JD be pulled off of super hauling. So the idea here is that I would like to make more shells. I really only have a few shells here. I'd like to make more shells, and I'm going to do that via chem fuel from fowl meat, given that I now have an absurd amount of fowl meat. Another thing I would like to do is to shrink the zone here. And this will be meat in kitchen. And then this zone will be here, vegetables in kitchen. So copy, paste, no meat. No animal products, just vegetarian. And then this will be no vegetarian, just meat and animal products. This high priority meat storage is going to expand a little bit. And that way we have a higher percentage of my kitchen here being used to store meat. Taking a look at the entire base. Yeah, everything looks good except for this needs to be warmed up. I'm also going to build a roof over the ground penetrating scanner because it is getting a little too cold to use that. All right, Raptor, once you're up, hit up the combat supplier because our trade beacon has been uncovered. In fact, this might be the oldest trade beacon here. Wow, Bash, where'd you go? So if this is the oldest trade beacon, I'm going to uninstall it and have it be a floating trade beacon. Oh, don't do that, please. That way, if we have anything that we want to sell, we can move it. Okay, Randy Random is being kind, which makes me super nervous. Super nervous. Come on. Wake up, Raptor. We got a combat supplier to talk to. Another thing I would like to do is to do a huge batch of heel root. And then a huge batch of cotton. So the heel root to make herbal meds and the cotton to turn those herbal meds into actual medicine. My heel root here spoils actually kind of soon. So they okay. I have 3 days to do something with that. Got it. I'm not gonna be able to plant enough cotton in 3 days to fix that. So I'm gonna do the heel root here is going to be low priority, eventually set back to high priority, and I'll put Hubert meds out here because I know they'll be frozen, and I'll be fine. All right, Raptor, what the heck? Just wake up. Talk to the combat supplier. I'm worried about them leaving because you're sleeping in so long. I'm going to sell the crummy weapons. They do have a Doomsday Launcher. The question here is, can I afford it? Barely. Oh boy, barely. I will sell an assault rifle, I guess. Hope to make a better one. All right, you know what? I'm going to sell a sniper rifle and make a better one. All right, so with the Doomsday Launcher, I'm going to load the Doomsday Launcher and the Resmix Serum, both life and death, into one pod. And Gabe got an inspired trade right after I do a trade. Lovely. Would that have helped me? Yes, but barely. With an inspiration, his trade price improvement is about the same as Raptor. All right, so now the Doomsday Launcher is potted away, and I've got like an ace in the hole if I need it. Okay, so JD is cranking out the chem fuel, and that's for shells, so I can replenish my shell amount. Got a new egg. And not the kind of PC hardware egg. Now, I could speed up this process by caravan hauling, but I don't want to. Raptor, what I do need to do for you, though, is to allow you back inside because you are freezing your butt off. And maybe allow you to go do some research at the research bench. Because this ground penetrating scanner is going to be powered off for the deep winter. We'll only keep that on in the fall and the spring. Alright, Bash, after you do that, let's butcher up the remaining bone dogs. And I'm going to start hauling meat around so that there's space to store it. In fact, Bash, make some fine and simple meals to free up storage space. Oh, beer has fermented. So soon I would like to do a run of nutrient paste for my pets. But there's no rush. It's not like the fowl meat's gonna spoil anytime soon. Okay, there we go. Getting our fine meals back and whittling down the stockpile. All right, Bash, if you want to work on something else, feel free. Get your mood up. Raptor can take over. Alright, I'm going to temporarily suspend the Shred Mechanoid in lieu of having JD make shells. I feel like it's going to be vitally important for me to have a supply of shells so that if I need it, in emergency situations, I've got shells at the ready. So a lot of the rotted corpses have been hauled to one central stockpile bonfire zone. And we still have our guys scouring the map tile for shredding mechanoids and the like. I may even, just because there's so many scythers there, haul out my machining table to have JD machine out there. And that means I'm going to forbid these scythers so they don't get hauled away. I think that will spare us a lot of hauling. Okay, JD. I don't want to leave the machining table out here, so let's have you come on out here. No, that's not what I wanted you to do. My bad. There we go. Now, there might be other colonists coming to haul these mechanoids away. And for them, I will just change what they're hauling to the plasteel or whatever. Or just the steel that I've generated. All right. That definitely sped things up. JD, would you be so kind as to haul the machining table back, and someone else will get the battery. Leth, no, actually, you might be going to sleep soon. Phoenix, you want to do the battery? I mean, I know you don't want to, but you're going to. There's a lot of cleanup to do. But I think we're making good headway. Now there's also all this bone dog leather that I'll be able to turn into clothing, into tougher clothing, which is great. The restricted animal hauling. There's still a lot left to haul for those restricted animal haulers. Oh, here's a battery that I have not yet. Oh, so this is a spare battery. Because I've made a replacement and then never used it. That explains my question about the battery that never got built last episode. It was not that I was building it, it was that I was reinstalling it. Okay, Raptor's getting a little hypothermic work in the brewery. It's a pretty cold brewery. Speaking of cold, yeah, let's flick on some additional heaters. Okay, JD's back to making shells. Let's haul them out because I don't feel comfortable with a bunch of shells sitting inside the base. I like how he loses his hypothermia by going into my freezer. But of course, my freezer is actually heated with this heater, making sure it stays at -5 Celsius. Same with this is making sure it stays at -21, because in midwinter, our freezers would get so cold that not only would it be more difficult for us to allow the pets to go in there and work in the areas, but also even to heat the base. A bunch of swamp turtle hide leather. Okay, so now I'm incredibly worried. Randy Random has a tendency to do nice things so that when he does mean things, he can justify it somehow, like the psychopath that he is. So in my experience, when Randy Random is nice, it means that he's preparing something evil. And that really does worry me. Stop flirting with Leth Raptor, I saw that. Okay. Phoenix, And Gabe, I want you hitting up the farms now. I need the cloth and the heel root, so I'm going to take you off of priority hauling. I'm leaving everyone else on priority hauling for now, because there's still so much left to haul out here. There's now the stacks of steel. There are shield cores, or soon to be shield cores. I have to break them down. Shield core, and then all of the leathers. And I should have JD turn the leathers into high quality clothing. And another thing I'm going to do is allow for vegetarian to be stored as overflow in the raw resources here. I know I could put it in here, but then that would mean that the crabs could eat it. Actually, the crabs... No, I can't put it here as much as I want to, because crabs would eat there as well. So instead, it's going to go here. So the restricted animal zones are not going to be allowed there. The unrestricted, not going to be allowed here either. And then this is going to be veg overflow. And that way it's protected from the pets. Because some of the pets, instead of eating their NPM, they would just eat the veg overflow. And maybe Glitch is doing that right now. Nope, they walked past it. But they could, hypothetically. So it's important to haul it somewhere where the pets won't nab it. And this is a decent amount of space, I hope. All right, next person to eat a meal. Oh, you know what? Raptor, you want to give a throne speech? Speech. Although our farms haven't been replanted. But might as well give a throne speech because there's a possibility of getting inspiration. Maybe not for JD or Gabe, but for others. A small chance. What is our inspiration chance? 21%? Small chance, but a chance. A terrible speech. Oh, the 3% chance of a... it was 3-point-something% chance of a terrible speech, and that's what kicked off. Thanks, Raptor. You have a way with the words, friend. Well, at least I have a lot of beer and tea to offset that terrible speech. That's pretty funny. So JD's making spare parkas and toques. It looks like I've got enough crab chitin to make another duster out of it. 80 for a duster and 25 for a cowboy hat, so we can make another set of that for the summer. And then I also want to make sniper rifles and regular rifles so that we have stronger weapons. And something's happening. Requesting helpers. 2 honor. 1 colonist, 6 days. No. Sorry. The rewards is just terrible for losing colonists for a week. Just a very hard pass. And Leth has an inspired trade. We're getting all the wrong people to get inspirations. Leth's trade inspiration actually puts Leth at a pretty good trade price improvement. But of course, there's no caravans I can call in not midwinter. It's too cold. Being too cold, they'll just say no. In fact, it looks like my alliance with the machinists are kind of on the outs. I gotta rekindle that alliance, I think. Okay, our potato overflow zone is totally full. I might have to rethink how I'm laying that out exactly. But our farms look nice, neat, and tidy. Let's power up everything. We're only 2nd of December, but I have the power to turn on all the heaters, so I don't have to worry about it. And taking a quick look at the temperature of this base, yeah, it's fine. So we have just about finished hauling everything, I think. No, actually, Gabe is not set to super haul, so that's why he's chem fueling. And it's hit a negative 100C. Oh, joy. All right, next person to eat will make some nutrient paste for me. That would be Gabe. All right, let's turn on the nutrient paste machine. Let's merge some of this stuff here so that there's actually space for nutrient paste. And then crank through a few stacks so I don't have to return back to this. So Gabe has to be, okay, cook 4 to fill hoppers. Because then, of course, there's so many more bugs to butcher. I'm trying to get him to fill these hoppers. What is going on with the center hopper? Maybe someone else is queued to fill it or something? I don't know. I keep trying to fill it, and it's not working. Oh yeah, someone else had it queued up. All right, so I'm out of insect meat. That was all the meat I had ready to do. We're gonna have to come back and butcher some more for later. But we'll haul all those meals out to this stockpile. Gabe, or JD, is 2 shells away from being done. And then we'll do some incendiaries. Raptor's getting a little frozen there, but... Oh, yep, there we go. Hypothermic. You don't have a lot of toes to lose, though. Can you finish? If I was friendly, I would have had him stop. Oh, bulk constrainer. That is, that's fantastic. So let's remove the roof. And that means all of the dusters that have been building up, I'll be able to actually sell, which is awesome. Trade price improvement puts Leth as the person to actually run the trade. We made a masterwork hat, and then we have this gorillo, wild gorillo, hunting Bash, it said. Where are you, Bash? How could it hunt you? You're behind a wall. All right, I think what I'm going to do is Hippie and GD are going to go... Oh, it's coming after Maverick. I don't like that. All right, there we go. Now it's hunting me again. All right, let's stand here. And Leth, I'm going to have you trade with the bulk goods because you have the best trade price improvement. Whoa, shot to the brain. Dang. That's efficient. Leth, I'm pretty sure I told you to go trade when you went back to sleep. Oh, boy. All right. So, they have a bunch of pack bowls. If I wanted to buy pack bowls, I don't. What else? You've got Nutramine, which I feel like I'm okay for. I could sell you tattered clothing. And even the normal quality clothing I could get rid of because I don't need to hold on to it. We have a ton of just standard dusters. Where are they? Oh, here they are. Totally overlooked them. It's good silver. Very, very good. Very good silver. Anything else that I can sell you? I could sell the shield cores, but no, maybe I'll hold on to them. Sell the spare bed. I'm going to buy the gold because I don't have a source of gold. Let's sell the bed rolls and this tattered toque. Trying to think of how I can make up the money here because I've sort of bankrupted myself. Bye shield cores. I'm gonna sell the worn leather. No, I could turn the worn leather into clothing that I could sell. But the Garu leather, 24 of it, I'll turn into something. I'll just do my best. Okay, so that's the trade. Gets rid of it gets rid of a lot of the dusters I had built up, and our beacon got traded to, so that means I uninstalled and reinstalled correctly. Aleth, for running a successful trade, I'm gonna let you set up the bonfire of bodies. So the remaining leathers that I have 96 worn leather. Let's make a duster out of that. So all of these up here are they're clothing, like cyclical clothing that I'm not going to delete. There it is. Big old burn. I put it far enough away from my cables that the cables won't be damaged in any way. Fire won't hop more than 3 spots. Okay, Raptor's going for a big bug butcher. We have all of our shells. We still are waiting for incendiaries, which means let's only make it till 10. I don't need that many. Well, that's not true. I do have insects that pop up every now and then. So I'll try to use up all of the leathers that I have. Did we haul? Yeah, we hauled all the turtle leather, it looks like. I'll try to use up all the leathers that I have, and then I'll consider making new weapons. At this point, I think we've super hauled enough. Phoenix and Hippie, stay on hauling. How's the base temp? It's fine. And Leth is now cleaning up. I'll give them something to mine soon, because I don't necessarily want them just cleaning forever. But Gabe is making the nutrient paste. Over here, I need to remove some slag for the slag storage because it slows down movement. And we have a mech cluster. A sun blocker. Oh, interestingly enough, this mech cluster is entirely enclosed in my monument builder room. So I can forbid access to it through doors. That is fantastic. So it has a countdown activator of 5 days and a proximity activator if you get too close. It makes scythers, which is not too bad. It has a bunch of auto charge turrets. And yeah, okay. Cool. I guess. bad. A little bit of a break risk here or there. Raptor getting a little hypothermic, but pretty standard stuff. So there's the incendiary shells that we'll make. And then once I have enough incendiary shells, once I feel confident that I've a decent arsenal, I am going to have JD attempt to make better guns. Ideally, masterwork, but I'll settle for excellent too. So we're not super hauling anymore, but looks like everybody, due to a lack of things that they're working on, are hauling anyway. And now our pets are starting to help haul the slag. So I'm going to just make sure, as soon as Leth finishes, that I can't path in here. Okay, no path. Because I forbid all the doors, yeah, it's not a valid place to path to, which is good, because I wouldn't want to walk in there and have whoever triggered it would get killed. Epic Gorillos. Oh boy. A knight of United Cities recently lost a scouting party due to a pack of 26 manhunting gorillas. Lure them to me, and I get stuff. Probably going for the honor Binacarm and low shield pack. So, how about this? I am going to do a 2-for-1. Yes, I like this. So I'm going to prepare for this gorilla fight by removing access to my base so that I can steer the gorillas, steer the gorillas where I want to steer them. Which is real strange, but you'll see the benefit once it's done. So soon, the only valid way to get in or out of the base will be through the north door. And I have 2 days to accept that quest. I'm essentially trying to get the gorillas to destroy this mech cluster for me, if you were wondering. Pit my enemies against my enemies, right? The enemy of my enemy is still useful when exploited. All right, so Phoenix is heading out here to build the door blockers. There really ought to be a door here. All right, look at it. Let's do that. Having to run around like I just did is really inefficient. All right, Bash is making the walls. And then once I'm done building all those walls, I will accept the quest. It will trigger the gorillas to attack me. Unless they spawn here, which is an edge case, and I'm not going to even bother fixing that edge case. But unless they spawn out in the left corner, they will be forced to path through the mech cluster in order to get to me, which is a way for me to exploit the gorillas. I'm also going to put I'm going to put plan reminders where I've built temporary walls so I know where to remove them in the future. Basically, a little tip or note from myself to say, hey, fix this once we're done. So that I can zoom out and sort of from bird's eye view, see all of the false walls that I've built. Oh, don't roof that though. Okay. So that's step one. Step one is to have only one point of ingress to the base, and you can check by drafting and seeing how people walk toward your base. But let me let Bash have a bit of a rest. Countdown activator 4 days. Quest 1.4 days. I should be able to get this done in 1.4 days. That's a pretty reasonable time frame. All right, Phoenix. Are you... Yep, removing the roof. And then building this steel wall? Nope. You're building some other steel wall. That one. Okay. You are a little moody, though. Yeah, that terrible speech sucked. The terrible speech is really, between that and the numbing cold, is really a sadness. Looks like I have a power outage. I'm gonna fire on my backup batteries. So that's largely due to the sun blocker killing my solar. And, well, I could fix that a little bit by shutting down things I don't need. Like right now, I don't need the fabrication bench. I don't need the machining table. What else don't I need? What's my current power draw? Turn off the smelter. After this batch of biofuel, I won't need that either. So now, if I try to path out here, yeah, it will show me that I have to go through that door. Okay, so the wall is done. Unfortunately for Glitch, because now Glitch has one heck of a run in. So the next step is this. I'm going to schedule everybody to stay fortified. Yep. Once Glitch is inside, I'm going to assign the animals, or I actually could do it now. For, I'm actually just going to update the restricted animal zone altogether. All right, so now the restricted animal zone keeps them, well, essentially in the base. But allowed to haul a little bit around here, I guess. I don't know. Okay, that is one crazy path to have to get back. Very, very, very inconvenient. But that's sort of the point. Then, it's what, noon? Bash. I'm going to send you to pop these doors open. So that the animals have a valid path to attack me in my base, but only if they path right through this mech cluster. Glitch, where are you going that you're... Where are you traveling? Did I... Oh, yes. I missed a spot and you found it. I love it. Okay. So, quests. Let's accept for the honor. The additional honor will help to allow Raptor to call in special favors. I'm going to leave this door open too. Oh, this door was supposed to be propped open. Not just allowed, but propped. And the Manhunter pack is in the southeast, and they are going to... All right, Bash, you're off the hook because you're sad or whatever. They're going to path through the mech cluster into me. They should... Yep, there they go. They found their way. Now, there's a neat little way to wake up a mech cluster, which is to just drop a sleeping spot on them right next to it, like this. Wakes them up. And now we have a bit of a fight on our hands with the mech cluster and the... Okay, good. Doors closed. The mech cluster and the gorillas fighting one another and me being left out of it entirely. And I'm having Phoenix here close the door. Now, there's some gorillas that are not spoiled, so that's good. Whoa. Okay. Phoenix, come on in. You're going to be stay fortified. All right. That worked out quite well. The other thing I want to do is let's do a fire foam shell. And let's launch it so that we put the fires out, because I don't want to ruin the you know, the gorilla stuff. Now the remaining mechs are going to path to me because they're pissed, but that's fine. Good shot there. Okay, alternatively, we send my guys in to destroy the rest of that mech cluster, and the turrets will likely deal with the mechs that are left. Oh, are you up and angry? You are up and angry. Well, not anymore. All right, Lancer. Actually, where are they coming in? Because I've walled everything up. They really don't have a valid path to come to my base at all. All right, let's fight these fires to keep the gorilla that are not burned up okay. And then my shooters are gonna go back to the base because some of them, like JD, have extraordinarily bad moods. Numbing cold, terrible pain. Yeah, he's about to have a mental break. Oh, and my north wall. Yeah, I put that out. Let's allow all. So these mechs are just going to bash their way in, which is why I was hoping to have, let's see, to have Gabe and Leth are going to grab nice toques and go kill the mechies. And we'll get the sunblocker put out. So even more animals, and well, oh, this is the only one conscious. Phoenix, you kill it, because if Bash does it, he might set it on fire. All right, so Gabe, where are these? These guys are coming bashing through in. We also have that Lancer. Where did that Lancer go? Let's go to numbers. The Lancer is punching this way. Okay. Pods have arrived for me. Unfortunately out here, Mech Cluster has been defeated, which will help with mood. You guys come on back to the base. In fact, I'm going to have you go kill that Lancer, but that will be for next episode. So I hope you liked the little bit about me pitting my enemies against one another. If you want to use that method in the future, feel free. Basically, Manhunters will only travel to doors that have valid access to you. So if you block up all your doors, you can, trigger the Manhunters to attack a path of your choosing. Next episode, I obviously have to clean up the remaining 3 mechs that are on the map, the 2 centipedes and the Lancer, and then of course break down all the temporary walls that I built. If you have any feedback from me, let me know in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you next episode. Farewell, everybody.